For the bottom to the bottom of Mythic. How many people are in Mythic right now? Let's find out. All right. So Scapeshift, what in the heck does that do? So Scapeshift here says sacrifice any number of lands, search your library for that many lands and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So why in the heck is that useful in my deck? Well, we've got 2 copies of the card Field of the Dead here, which says when this or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So past that, we've got a bunch of just green shock lands and scry lands and gain life lands to have lots of different lands of different names. So if you Scapeshift in the late game with at least 7 lands, you make a bunch of zombies by getting 7 differently named lands out of your deck. We also have Golos here, which because we have all these off-color lands, we can theoretically activate his other ability here, which is sweet. So without further ado, let's dive on in here and see how this goes. Yeah, that's true. It plays Nissa and acceleration. It can't be that bad. There's gonna be games where we just get to run people down on the back of Nissa and ramp. You're not wrong about that one. Remember, if you're someone that's watching that has a sweet deck like this one and you'd like to see it played on stream at some point in the future, for my subs, it is only $10 to add a deck to my standard queue. You can do that using the form on my website. If you are not a subscriber, it is $20 to add a deck to my standard queue. For those of you who are bad at math, that means it's cheaper to sub and add a deck than to just add a deck not subbed, but who am I to tell you how to spend your money? This is probably not a keep in the dark. If I knew my opponent was playing something mid-rangey, I'd keep this, but if they're playing something aggressive, I want something that has some acceleration in it. Unfortunately, this hand has the acceleration but doesn't have any lands to go with it, so I gotta go to 5, which sucks. Yeah, this is fine. To say goodbye Grazer, goodbye Field of Rune. Actually, I'm gonna ditch Forest. And then we have, I mean, if we draw a land, we have turn 3 Nissa with this hand. Just like mold of 5, turn 3 Nissa, NBD. There's a part where they thought erasure us on 2 and take her only play. Ooh, arc bow from someone in Mythic. That's exciting. This is how I feel about your Teferi.
That's more like it.
So let's try and attack here before we do anything. Oh no! Yikes! We activated their trap card, chat. We activated their trap card. This card is awesome, by the way. Just incredibly sweet.
I've got it.
Together, we will prevail. The land fights for us.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Looking for a tool smear here? Yes, we are. Yikes. I think we're dead, chat. So tool smear lets this fight this, and then this is gonna make a wolf at their end of turn and fight another thing. Feels bad, man. We played a green-white bow deck. If you weren't here earlier today and you want to see something similar to my opponent's deck play out a bunch, we played a deck very similar to theirs. The third or fourth deck today. It'll be up on my YouTube channel, my website later tonight. It was really sweet. We were just green-white though. We didn't have blue cards. Yeah, Toll Smear plus Night Back is incredibly awesome. So we know my opponent's deck's not super aggressive. So I think Swordtooth on the play here is fine. Seems reasonable. Hey, Brando. Thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope your Thursday and 4th of July are treating you well. Turn 4 Nissa off the Wayward Swordtooth. Think that's a keep. All right, mods, leave Silly Cheese alone. Leave Silly Cheese alone. Please and thank you. All right, so they have Night Pack Ambusher here again. So we're gonna play this, plus it, and then not attack. They don't have mana to Frilled Mystic. Or just Shocking In to hold up Veto. Okay, that makes sense.
Stand by and watch.
We're still pretty far off of Golos from doing anything.
I have a plan.
That was a good draw. So this gets to kill this, and then I get to blow up Blaststone and kill their elf. Getting to play 4 Blaststones in our mana base is pretty sweet. Stop gloating, silly cheeser. I'm gonna sword you myself. The pride cometh before the fall here in Hoaglandia. Nissa runs away with games very, very quickly. You can't stumble when they're slamming Nissa. Coffee's for closers, and Nissa's getting herself a cup of joe. So I was stuffing my face when we came to sideboarding last time. So the sideboard of this deck basically has cards for 2 matchups. In general, a lot of our sideboard is Karn the Great Creator cards, and then we've got Healer of the Glade for the aggro matchups, and we've got Veil of the Summer for the control matchups. And I think there's a very reasonable way to approach this. I think this archetype in general probably has an okay mid-range matchup. So like having 4 slots that help you against control and some slots to help you against aggro, like balance the extremes, seems like a very reasonable place to be overall. One of the things I think people do incorrectly with their Karn the Great Creator decks in Standard and Best of 3 is that they make their entire sideboard bullets when in reality you want just some of it, 'cause you need functional sideboard cards in some places. YOLO. You have 1 singleton timeout, Drudam. Hey, Morels. Thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate you keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you're at. Oh no! Don't bounce my Arboreal Grazer! Oh no! Alright, if they don't have a counterspell up next turn, I get to jam Ugin. Of course, they might also bounce my elf here if they're in danger of missing a land. The very, very real possibility. They shocked that in. Smells like fish. Feels like there's a good chance I get Frilled Mystics here. Yeah, I think I'd rather this get Frilled Mystic than Ugin, right? It's just like jam must counter after must counter card. Oh, I guess they have Teferi just sitting here on 6. They're gonna bounce their Frilled Mystic, aren't they? That's not gonna be a good scene for us. We're probably dead to that. The Teferi, against a deck that has like mono expensive spells like we do, like the Teferi Frilled Mystic is basically a soft lock. Like, this archetype's very soft to counter spells, but there just aren't a ton of counter spells in the format overall, so it kind of sucks that we ran into one of the decks that has a ton of counter spells in it. I'm gonna go ahead and try and send this elf into the Teferi. Keep it from doing its thing next turn.
I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, and like, this is one of the reasons why Night Pack's so good, right? Like, I chose not to play into the Frilled Mystic, and then they just got to deploy the Night Pack instead.
I've got time.
Yeah, we're pretty dead here. Let's move on to the next one. Hopefully find someone who's like not playing a pile of counter spells. We had Vetoes and Mystics and Teferis to rebuy, oh my. Was Blast Zone not a viable out? I mean, so by the time Blast Zone gets going with anything, I've now put myself down a land, so my Scapeshifts are further away from working, and they've sat there and generated wolf tokens. So I've just like put myself in a position where the game's just not winnable anymore. It's a good boy too. Yep, Night Pack. Night Pack I think is let me rephrase. I hope Night Pack's the real deal, because it's everything I want to be doing in Magic the Gathering. It's It's real good. Is Blast Zone better or worse than EE? It's just different. As with most things in Magic, cards aren't usually strictly better, strictly worse comparisons. Take for example, you're playing a card like Blast Zone in a deck that only makes 2 colors of mana. Then Blast Zone's a little bit more flexible because it's going to be able to kill higher cost things that you normally wouldn't otherwise be able to get to. I just can't keep this hand, right? Just like needs more lands. This is fine. Not amazing, but fine. Throw a land back. Play Jadelight on 3, probably. Now, I guess if we draw a land next turn, I'm definitely going to play Swordtooth. Because I play Swordtooth on 3, I can Nissa on 4. Yeah, I agree. The mulligan change has been just like absurdly welcome. Yeah, I think this was record time for me to hit Mythic. Playing 2 days, and like we couldn't play. I didn't play on the first, and we couldn't play on the second because of the login issue. So 2 days. Let's see some non-games. Esper Miss land drops. Welcome back. You are the culprit of many non-games. The mulligan rule hits paper officially everywhere when we have when M20 is legal for paper tournaments. Oh no! Oh no! Rude.
We will not fail. Behold, nature's true power. Oh, violence is impolite.
Violence is... You know what's impolite, Tamio? Wilderness Reclamation is impolite. Don't you talk to me about my violence, okay? We'll have some words. They have Veto in their main deck too. Interesting. They've got to be an Excess of Fate deck, right? You have all the signs, just like more creature-based Excess of Fate. Maybe just creature-based ramp. That's true. Your LGS for non-competitive REL could be using the London Mulligan now. Watch the okayed that. So it's live with pre-release events tomorrow, but it's not live for everything else. I'm fairly certain. If someone's a judge, they can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's live in events where you're playing with M20 cards, but M20 is not legal for sanctioned constructed play for a little bit. All right, so this blast zone's gonna get hit in the upward direction here. That's for sure. Probably up towards 4.
The land fights for us.
I was gonna be conservative and send these at her. I'm probably getting fogged anyways. Isn't Magic fun? I have fun playing Magic. Do you guys have fun playing Magic at home? Do you think my opponent has fun playing Magic? I hope so. They have Bio Ooze in their main deck. Yikes, they flipped that already. Brutal. Three color walls this morning was a total hoot. It was very enjoyable. I had fun playing 3 color walls. Oh, look, they rebought their fog, chat. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get to kill these two at least. So we got that going for us. The problem is they have Search for Azcanta active. You see him cast Chemist's Insight here. Go Spiral, sure. Let's just blow this up now. Boom, baby. Do 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 do. We're probably dead anyways.
The study is over.
Lots of 3 free today. More than yesterday, believe it or not. The closer we've gotten to Mythic, the more people have been playing stock good tiered decks. I'm gonna grab another Blast Zone. Pump up, the jump up, the wonk up, the zam. Do 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 do. Oh, I guess I could have gotten Field. Yeah, Field's maybe better for the Azcanta. I was thinking I wanted to keep them off another Reclamation, but they already have the Azcanta flipped, right? Yeah, that's a good assessment. Yep. They have enough mana to find and play Wilderness Reclamation. Wow! That was not the ending I was expecting. Okay. Huh. I think I just clicked submit. I want most of these things in my sideboard for bullets. I'm probably never wishing for this card in this matchup, so maybe I board this one in. Like, I want to leave, like, Spyglass, Meteor Golem, God-Pharaoh, Statue, Crucible. These are all things I feel like I could search up with Karn. Probably trim Grazer. I'm just going to trim a Grazer and bring in this other Pilgrim. Yeah, I guess Veil does protect against Blink. You think they're gonna have Veto post-board? If they have Veto, I guess we saw Veto in their main deck. And maybe they're gonna leave Veto in because I'm on Nissa. Yeah, if we see Veto in this post-board game, I'm gonna go ahead and board in. If we see Veto in the post-board game, I'll bring the Autumns in, I think. Some amount of them. Or Summer, the Veil of Summers. Why do they take Veto out? I'm assuming they might take Veto out because our non-creature spells aren't really disruptive so much as they're just like us advancing our game plan. I mean, Veil kind of counters 3 free bounce. You can't do it in response to the bounce because 3 free's in play. Yeah, if they'd have vetoed the Nissa's Triumph, we might have been in a little bit of trouble there. You know, I'm gonna Jadelight and try and find some lands that way. Because if I can Triumph after I drop Nissa into play, that would be great. Go and get 3 lands, 3 differently named lands. I can go get like 2 blast zones and a field of rune. Seems great. I also might just want to Scapeshift. So, anybody know the exact text on the zombie card? Does the zombie card make zombies when you Scapeshift with 7 lands? Is it exactly 7? Field of Dead. If you control 7 or more lands. Alright, yeah, so I can Scapeshift on 7 to get 14 zombies. Yeah, I can go get 7 unique names. It's cool. How do we feel about just getting Crucible and playing it here? It's like good with Blast Zone. It's good after I Scapeshift. It has an awesome animation. Just seems like all upside. Yeah, the Lake of the Dead feels like a perfect, like, standard power level Valakut. Alright, I think I'm supposed to wait a turn on the Scapeshift, and I'm supposed to just go get this Meteor Golem and cast it. Just take this out of play. I'm not worried about the search just yet, because the Scapeshift is going to go find a Field of Rune for us. Yeah, I think Samut's too cute. This deck's like not all in on the Scapeshift plan. That's why there's only 2 of them. Not attacking with Grazer's been our biggest misplay. You're not wrong. Oh, you know what? I should plus Karn on this. Or not. Yikes, I'm almost out of basics too. Hello, child. How are you? What? It's dirty. You want to bring it upstairs for me? You can be a good helper and bring it upstairs. Now we get double fields, right? And it double triggers. Triggers. Whee! We did the thing. All right, we successfully did the thing. So that's exciting. Nice settle the wreckage. Zombie, hey, hey. Trigger the city's blessing. I mean, if we don't get another turn, the zombies don't matter. So there's that. If they have Reclamation and Nexus of it, we might not get another turn. Declan, if you want to be down here, you have to be nice. You can't be yelling, okay?
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
So I assume this is going to dig for... There's not... Okay, they're getting back Reclamation, so they must have Fog in their hand already, right?
My ancestors.
Alright, so I'm gonna cash this in and go get God-Pharaoh statue, which does slowly kill them also. Now my Field of Ruin does not get a basic out of my deck. Well, they just fog in response to the statue. For people saying that it prevents that, they just fog in response. So they'll fog in response, that's fine. So do I want to Field of Ruin them? Or do I want to Karn? I think I want to Field of Ruin them. So I could Karn plus get a Spyglass for Tamiyo, but taking them off of this is better because this does it multiple times per turn. Yeah, getting rid of Azcant's Reclamation hits is pretty important. You wanna come up and say hi? This is my youngest offspring. What's up? Are you sniffing me?
Yeah.
Why are you so weird? Why are you sniffing me?
Which card picked in?
We're gonna pick this one. And they fog, so these don't do anything.
What's been about the cards are
Could have double fielded them. Yeah, but field doesn't get lands out of my deck, so I don't think I really want to do that.
The cards are
You see our zombies?
yeah.
He's creepy, huh?
Why there's two?
You will find.
Or you think he's creepy?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, that one's on the back. Hi, which one you?
All right, we're on the scoreboard, chat.
Daddy.
Green Scapeshift 1, Nexus of Fate 0.
What?
All right, let's pull this up.
Daddy, do the dinosaur card.
Do the dinosaur cards. You missed the dinosaur cards. We just did the dinosaur cards before this one. All right, Dad's got to go potty. When I get back, we're going to play a couple more matches with this. That was the second match. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. You know, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of felt like way less of a dumpster fire than I was expecting. The first match was rough, but I'd expect that to be bad against any deck full of counterspells. What in the heck? The audio just went completely crazy. I might need to restart. What's with the big loud swooshing noise? It's the sound of your deck shuffling. Well, I mean, we might have turn 3 Ugin on the play if we draw a land here. Almost have the city's blessing for this. That's kind of sweet. I like that this deck has other things going on other than just like, hey, oh, this is the Reanimator player we played against earlier. That makes sense. Oh, it's the Reanimator player. Let's go get Grafdigger's Cage.
I am Karn. I will not lose another friend.
Got him. Got him. That's so good. Oh, that was excellent. That was excellent. Welcome to Modern. Enjoy your stay. I want Veil of Summer probably, right? They have discard spells. They probably have some counter spells too. This is probably a little bit slow. Trim a couple of these. Seems good. Thanks, Sandohawk. Thanks for being here. This is gonna be my last deck of the day. Probably gonna play 1 or 2 more matches after this one. If this hand hits another green source, it's plenty keepable. It's got like Ramp Guy into Jadelight Ranger. We have 2 shots to draw a green source, so I think I keep this. So long, Scapeshift, my old friend. Do. All I need is a green source to get these Jadelight Rangers going. Do. Perfect. Never didn't have it. That card's much worse when they know it's coming. Make sure we get in there. Knock, knock, knock. Arboreal Grazer here. That one can stay right there. Wow. Okay. Deal. Their hand must not have a lot going on in it. They're just trying to stay alive. Wonder if they have a counter for this Nissa, or if she's gonna run him over. We need pay to win Scape. Is that your way of telling me to foil my Scapeshift? What a wonderful world. I think they figure it'll just block, so I take 4. That's fair. That's fair. It doesn't get to loot unless it hits either way. I think I leave that one there, actually, because that one's going to get 3 lands of my choosing. So if I do this, I can't attack with this. I should trade this for 6 points of damage, which I don't think is worthwhile. I think I just wait a turn. Cry, not particularly good against us. It is good against Field of the Dead going off, though. I don't mind it as an insurance plan. All right, well, I'm glad I have Nissa's Triumph. Arc. Mobilized District. Blast Zone?
Through this land, we are all connected. Rise, my elemental friend.
We have them dead pretty quickly still. Grafdigger's Cage says creatures and spells. Creatures can't enter from the graveyard. How far away am I from the city's blessing? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, pretty far. So use this one and attack them 4. Do I want to play this? Maybe I don't actually want to play this. Ritualist lets they're out. Right now, Ritualist's not even an out, because I have Mobilized District and, whatever else. They need to not die to my 2/3/3s. This makes it 3/3 and I still have Mobilized District bouncing in and out. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Thanks, HN. And I appreciate the sub gifts today. Hope you're having a good one. I agree. This deck, so we played the mono green Tron or Karn Nissa deck last season, and it felt kind of muddled. I really feel like having the Scapeshift package in here kind of makes it, like, rounds out those last little bits, gives you another angle of attack that's, like, reasonable. I also feel like the sideboard's really well developed in this version, like having enough bullets to be useful but still having some sideboard cards. Black Red Aristocrats pulled us into Mythic. You want to go where?
I want to go my place.
You want to go to the muffin place?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You want to go there for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy's got to finish his work. When Dad's done working, we can go to the muffin place, okay?
Mommy, go my place.
Okay, Mommy and Daddy will all go together, okay? Yeah, tell Mommy that when Dad's done working, we can go to the muffin place. He's so good. He closed the door without me asking him to. JMD Winter, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Happy 4th. Welcome, welcome. That's really annoying. Well, we're playing against the same person again. What are the odds they're playing the same thing? What's the muffin place? So, if you're a parent who has small children, Jason's Deli is a great place to take them to eat because they have this little stand that has like muffins and stuff on it. It has like muffins and crackers and other little things that they can eat while you wait to get your food. So you don't have to like sit there with your children being upset that they're not eating immediately. Hey, Orberto, thank you for the 15-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. And they have an excellent salad bar. I usually get the salad bar when we go there, which also lets me eat right away, which is great. I'm fat. I'm not a child. I can wait, but I'm fat. I like to eat right away. I could wait, but why? But why would I? They do have complimentary ice cream too, which appeases the fat in me. I think there's a good chance we get run over here, chat. We needed that Grafdigger's Cage. We needed the Grafdigger's Cage card was gonna provide. The brown, those are the ones he wants. He wants the little brown muffins from the muffin place. This stream is in no way sponsored or endorsed by Jason's Deli, but Jason's Deli, if you're out there, it certainly could be. Let's talk. Maybe I'm supposed to block with Grazer there, actually, because if I block with Grazer, they don't get to loot. And, like, Grazer's O3 body's not doing anything, right? I try to mostly drink water when I go out places. I mean, like, if you're a total glutton, the ice cream machine's just in the middle of the store, so... As you will, I assume. The unlimited salad bars also only like, you know, like $10, so if you want to gorge yourself while eating healthy, there's an unlimited salad bar option too. I think I'm just clicking submit here. I want the cage and the board to wish for. I don't think discard's quite good enough. They only have discard spells. I guess that maybe it's good enough against just their discard spells. This is kind of slow. A gallon of ranch dressing. It's a salad, chat. It's healthy. Salad has to be healthy. Inject the ranch directly into my veins. Inject the ranch into my veins. Flipped compass isn't out to Zatalpa. Yeah, flipped compass would do it. I pour ketchup on my fries and call it a salad. Thought on Five Guys first. You know, I honestly haven't been to a Five Guys in recent enough memory to have an opinion on those. Sure. Hand's a little short on lands. We got Temple of Mystery to hopefully help us dig us to some. Would love to find Nissa's Triumph here. Perfect. This guarantees card next turn, right? Until we get the letter reassured. Shame we don't have one of our Vale of Summers. Ooh. So I'm not getting Grafdigger's Cage with this down tick because I don't want Grafdigger's Cage stuck in my hand when they could play a discard spell. So I'm gonna grab Thematic Compass here, and then next turn we'll get Grafdigger's Cage and play it immediately. Scapeshift finds the new card Lake of the Dead and puts it into play and makes a bunch of zombies. We did do the thing. We made like 26 zombies in one go. It was like pretty decent plus. Maybe I was just supposed to plus Karn there. I think we're 2-1 or 2-2. Something like that. One of those two numbers. Hey, Doc Weed, thank you for the 2-month resub. Hope your fourth is treating you well. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're enjoying the M20 release, everyone out there. Rude. The old 3-for-1, eh? Man, the old 3-for-1.
Some solutions must be built.
Do I just Scapeshift to Scapeshift here? Yeah, I could Scapeshift to get a bunch of different colors of mana. It also puts lands in my bin. So white, red, white, black, blue, and I already have green, so I can grab a, I think we'll just grab like a Field of the Dead. When am I going to give blue-white flyers a shot? I pretty much just play the decks that they appear in the deck queue on my website. You can always check that out at bit.ly/deck queue to see what order things are going in. Remember, if there's ever anything in there that you want to see a little bit sooner, every dollar you donate or 100 bits you cheer can be used to bump a deck up in that queue. I think I'm actually going to go get... Do I get Crucible right away or do I get Golos? If I get Crucible, I can play Karn. This does also start triggering the lake, or the field. Deal. Yeah, the Crucible animation is very, very good.
Let us begin.
I'm gonna grab Golos here, I think. This might be a game where we're just activating this. All right, to make 2 2/2s per turn now. I think I'm gonna go put God-Pharaoh statue into play this turn, though. Hey, Turtle Greg, thank you for the very generous tier 3. I appreciate that. And thanks for the 12 months. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Remember, you can submit a deck you'd like to see played using the form on my website as a thank you for that tier 3. Or if there's something already in the queue you'd like to see a whole lot sooner, you can let me know and I'd be happy to bump it up. Man. I wish we could run into something like Esper or Mono Red to see how this feels against those. The core idea of what's going on here is sweet. The question is, like, can it be competitive against the other decks in the format? I think we're going to play one more after this with this, and hopefully we can hit something that's not this Reanimator deck again. Knights was awful. Aristocrats was great. Knights 0-3'd, I think, and then I switched to Aristocrats and we crushed. New 3-mana Chandra is really good in Aristocrats. It's not quite Mycosynth Lattice, but it's a similar effect. You're not wrong. The end result is very similar. If you were a fan of Black-Red Aristocrats last season, it was very good. I don't think we lost a single match with the Primate deck. That deck was pretty close to stock mono white aggro though, so that's not too surprising. Yeah, Wizards. We had. There's a reason why we hit Mythic in a day and a half. Like, we had a good run with a lot of different decks. Like, I picked 3 different favorite decks out of yesterday, and I might do the same today. Which, it's nice to have a bunch of really good, sweet decks early in the season, right? Haha! Check out this! Nice discard spell. Yeah, Green-White Bow was another good one today. There are a lot of decks that both were good and were pretty sweet. They've got the Fear of Karn in them. Yeah, that's true. It's also harder to have sweet decks later in the season, right? Because, like, later in the season is when you play against more tuned things. Alright, so again, I want to get something decent with Karn, but I don't want to get something... I don't want to get Grafdigger's Cage just in case... Just in case they end up playing a discard spell this turn to take away. How long before today's videos will be on YouTube? Videos take a little while to process to YouTube, so they won't be live on YouTube for 2 to 3 hours after I finish. However, if you go to the past videos on my Twitch channel, the highlights will be cut up there within like a half hour after I finish. I get them done very, very quickly highlighted there. Was that a good draw? I think that was a good draw. Oh, wait. I just blow this up, right? I just blow that up. I think I just blow that up.
Evil cannot
Like, I kind of need the lands, but I also, like, really want this Karn. And actually, let's just do it now, because they have a Zatulpa in there, so I'd prefer they don't do Blood for Bones. Let's just, buy Felicia that one. They could get Zatulpa back here. Yep, they have Bond of Revival. I don't think we're going to be able to get this one off, chat. We're going to be 1-1 against the Scapeshift, the Reanimator deck. Hey, bonus deck is sweet. We had someone donate to add their deck to the queue, so it'll probably be up tomorrow or Saturday. The queue's staying pretty chopped down with the longer days. I'm gonna wait like 60 seconds to 2 minutes here before we re-queue, so we try not to queue back into that same person. There aren't a ton of people in Mythic because it's super early in the season, and we played that person twice in a row because our ranks are real close. Restart. Yeah, I should probably restart the client. I'm not gonna do a full shill because it's late and I've already done a full shill a bunch of times today, but these people are great. Buy their stuff. These people are all so great. Buy their stuff. Is there a set list of videos with the decks that you deem strong enough for standard? So in the first couple of days on, let's plug my website for a second while we've been talking about it. We're gonna play one more match with that once we give it a second for that other person to queue. But this is my personal website, magicesports.net. It's a great resource up here. It's got my stream embedded on the front page. Under videos, favorite here. Every single day, I tag between 1 and 3 videos that I pull out that are the best performing decks for the day I thought were the most interesting. So yesterday, I actually tagged 3 because we had a lot of good ones. Like I said, we had Esper Party Bus, Temur Chandra Elementals, and then Black Green Rock. And then if you want to see every standard deck I've played, you can click Video Standard. And here's a playlist of all of those. We played 7 different decks yesterday. Also, once the season gets developed a little bit more, this is a page when you click standard decks at the top where there'll be an entire list of standard decks here where you'll be able to click into them and find my current preferred deck list. So this is the Esper Party Bus deck that was listed from yesterday. So this is the current deck list for it with an export to arena button here. And then there's a playlist of me playing that deck in the past down below. Now, obviously, only this first video is the latest version, but this is a deck we'd played before M20, so there's older videos of that down here as well. And as we play this deck more this season, it'll populate more in there. So by Sunday, I'll probably have 5, 6, or 7 different decks populated on that standard page that I think are great. But in the meantime, you can just click Videos Favorite to get the highlights from each day. And if you want the deck list from one of those highlights, you can click through to the video on YouTube. And in the video description, there's an easy to export format. Because this isn't the Wizards of the Coast website. I believe in making decks easy to export. Happy 4th to you, Tuesdays. When does the studio get built? Hopefully before the fall. We finally sold the old house at the end of last month, so it's just got to coordinate my father getting down here to help put it together. All right, we hit someone, not the last opponent. So sweet. Their deck was great. I just want to see our deck against a variety of things, ideally. And again, just like need more lands here. What's wrong with the basement? So I mean, my current space is fine. It's just not like a studio. So like, ideally, when we finish the actual studio, my children will be able to be screaming outside the door and you and I won't hear them. They'll be able to be running around above our heads and we won't be able to hear them. And when it's late into the evening, there will be, they won't be able to hear me because I'm loud, in case you didn't know. In case you were unaware, I'm very loud. Land. Rats, we're so unlucky. If we didn't hit a land there, we'd have hit the turn 3 Nissa. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Well, it's not the Stone Cold Bratwurst. See, as per missed land drops, this is why you should play Explore Creatures. This revealed card zone is such a good QL improvement too. It's a shame the mad amounts of lag we've been getting are really annoying because other than the crazy amounts of lag, this patch was really good. Had a lot of good quality of life upgrades. Is this City's Blessing? Yep, it is. Maybe I'm supposed to attack them with a 5/5 there? Am I okay trading my 5/5 for the Wild Growth Walker? Probably. Yeah, they probably should have attacked there. Yeah, they could be a Dreadhorde deck. Is a singleton Karn's Bastion worth in this deck? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Like, Bastion would be sweet to Scapeshift for here, right? So it'll allow me to go up over the top of what they're doing on a board stall like this. That being said, in 2 turns I get to alt this Nissa and then play another Nissa, which is, like, pretty good. I was like, why'd they keep the Wild Growth Walker at this point? But it's gonna trigger the Reef because this is an elemental, because of course it is. This is land number 6. Once I have indestructible 3/3s, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, I also just get to Scapeshift right away, right? Because Nissa's gonna put a bunch of lands into play with her ultimate. She gets the non-basic forest too. She gets the forest that also don't like Starbucks. She doesn't discriminate.
When the land speaks, I shall listen.
Do I want to leave some of these in here? I might want to leave some of these in here to actually go fetch, right? I think so. Yeah, I'll go get these 4. And then summoned all the force, maybe? Like, I have more lands to sacrifice now. I grabbed at least 1 blast zone, right? Yep. Triggers. How does that make you feel? It keeps telling me to write a post about us being together for 18 months. Instead, I'm going to comment on how awesome your old music stream won and how you should open my Pokemon Go gifts more frequently. Thanks, random guy. I try to spread out who I open Pokemon Go gifts from because I can only open 20 per day. Now, aren't their Wild Growth Walkers adorable? They are totes adorbs. The land fights for us. It really does, Nissa. Are we gonna get to activate Golos here? Oh no, did I not get enough colors for Golos? I didn't get enough colors for Golos, did I? I'm missing white? That's fine. Golos will find white mana. Golos will find us some white mana. Whoa, look at the water around their hand. That's such a great animation. Blast Zone for 2 should end the game. You think I should Blast Zone for 2, or should I just, like, smack them next turn? I attack them with 5 3/3s and 14 2/2s. I haven't counted, but that should be pretty close to lethal rate. At least you have something nice to look at. Oh, no. Oh no, does the water sound not go away? Is the water sound indefinite? Oh no. Oh no. Not even when it leaves the battlefield. Yikes. All right. Actually, we can pump this up, and then we can blow it up by untapping it with Nissa. So let's just do that. I don't have any twos, right? Nope. Felicia. I think this is lethal. It's not my job to figure out if this is lethal. So you figure it out and let me know when you're done. Does it stop when we go to sideboarding? Opponent has decided that it's lethal. Sounds right. Sounds right. I attacked with Grazer because it was less clicking. Do I even sideboard in this matchup? I feel like I don't. File for comp if it doesn't go away. I need more rank. I need more rank. All right, if we win this one, it's going to be my last game of the day. If we lose this one, we'll play one more game after. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. We've been live for almost 11 hours. I plan to be back tomorrow morning about 8 a.m. Central Standard Time to do another 9 to 10 hours at a minimum. Got a lot of sweet standard decks to get through. Remember, if you've got your own sweet standard deck you'd like to see up on the stream at some point in the future, be sure to submit that using the deck form on my website. Is this any good? We've been winning a lot of games with it. No, unfortunately, we're just kind of at... I'm actually feeling okay energy-wise, but I have like a half hour's worth of work I have to do to get stuff exported to YouTube after this, and then I want to take the kids to eat and then go see some fireworks this evening. I'm gonna keep this on the draw. I've got a scry to hit my land for Nissa's Triumph. Actually, now let's just do this, right? And then I can Nissa's Triumph plus Temple on Tomb. Mr. Polite, thank you for that, for your support. I appreciate that. Cut work early. I'm pretty sure we did extra today. Was I supposed to... Maybe I was actually supposed to Wayward Swordtooth there. If I could have gone Blast Zone, Swordtooth, Temple. Oh, it kind of smells like they have a removal spell, huh? What did I do for a living before full-time streaming? So I have a master's degree in mathematics. I've taught, did a little bit of teaching. I worked as a systems analyst for a major insurance company for about 1.5 years after I finished grad school. And then most recently, immediately before I was doing streaming full-time, I was a full-time dad. I have 2 wonderful kids who are 5 and 4, who you see popping in and around on occasion.
I will protect the virtue of this world. I must seek comfort in the land.
So I was gonna say we can't play the Swordtooth now, but that's actually not true because they gave us a land there. God bless. Yeah, they're 15 months apart. Hey, Dia Bunny, thanks for the 3 months. Hope life's treating you well. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, that's that animation is awesome. That's Panharmonicon, right? So they get to double up all the ETBs. What do I want? What do I want to do here? I think it's this to start.
Until you have lived it or better.
I think it's just this. Yeah, where's my Torpor Orb? I think it's just this for next turn. And then I could do this, grab a couple forests, play a forest, play Jadelight Ranger. Yeah, had a good solid run today, JW. We had an awesome viewer count for a long time today too. We were over 2,000 for a long while. If they want to trade here, I'm excited for that. Maybe this attack is bad because it means if they have a removal spell for this, they'll be able to kill my Karn. Which is less than ideal. Yeah, this attack was probably wrong. This attack also leaves Karn dead to Nissa, but if they're playing Nissa, then they're not getting value off of this. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's yep, that's a legal play. Yikes. Wait, are they at 4? They're at 4, right? Are they dead? They don't have the city's blessing, right? Does that give them the city's blessing? That gives them the city's blessing. Dang it, Bobby. Wait, how'd they go to 7? What did I miss? Oh, this says lifelink. Got it. Is statue lethal? They go block, block. Nissa plus statue is lethal, right? Yeah, Nissa plus statue is lethal. Dude, do not slam my door. I love you. Hold on 1 second. You want to sit in my lap? Yeah, this plus statue is lethal. Because we get to, they block a 5 and a 3. They take, exactly 6 and then statue deals 1. It's a good clean game. Good, clean game.
Distance spin out. See what it's gonna do.
What's my deck of the day so far? I'm gonna pick a few of them again. Black Red Aristocrats. I think it's probably Black Red Aristocrats, green white bow, and I'm always loud. You know that. Green white bow, and then Bant Walls. Although this deck's been pretty good too. Maybe this will beat Bant Walls. Trigger. Got him. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. This deck.
Daddy won, you won.
We won. We did. You're so good. You're so lucky. Yay. All right, Dad's got to wrap up here, and then he's gonna sign off. So I don't know.
But Daddy, when you're gonna be done work?
I don't know if I have anything I'd change in this strictly. It felt like it was pretty well balanced overall. Like I said, I really like the sideboard. The big question to me would be, I'd want to play against
I can't see my eyes.
I'd want to play against aggro to see if these are enough, and against control to see if these are enough, and like get a feel for which one needs more help. I wouldn't be surprised if this deck needs more help against aggro and less help against control. The Lotus is bad here. Yeah, I could see that. The random Lotus land seems silly. Someone had mentioned Karn's Bastion. Yeah, I would make that swap actually. I'd swap the Lotus field for a Bastion. Bastion would have been useful at certain points. I think that would be my pick, Karn's Bastion, to swap out for the field. All right, I'll get this deck list uploaded to the Stream Decker page for people that want it. Remember, if you want to see more content from myself, head on over to my website, magicesports.net. You can click videos standard at the top or videos favorite to get just the highlights from yesterday. And then all of these 11 hours worth of decks that we played today will be uploaded there probably some point in the next 3 hours or so. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch all of y'all around later. You say bye, Declan?
Bye.
I think Allie's on. I'm going to go ahead and host him. If he's still around. He is. I'm going to send you Allie's way. He's also playing some standard.
Well, I said bye.
I said bye because we're going to be all done.
Because, so you want me done working? So you want me done working?
I am all done.